We're currently in a cabin.
In the woods.
It is indeed in the woods. Liana's taking me away on a surprise getaway, but you'll have to wait till next week to see this.
This place is booked out until 2025, so...
How the heck did we get it then?
Quick house update. The roofer and the damp specialist came to our home to assess the situation. The roofer is round. I, in my little antisocial ways, I'm sat in the kitchen while Connor speaks to them, and they're walking around the property looking at the roof. They've been into the bathroom. I currently don't know what has been said. I will find out as soon as Connor comes back in. I really need the toilet, but I don't dare go when there's people here. It's one of them situations where I wasn't in the room when Connor let them in the house. So now I don't want to go and present myself. I feel like I'm missing out because I don't know what's being said. Obviously, this is just a roofer. This isn't like the professional mould and damp team, so I wonder what they have said. Whether it's a problem with the roof maybe, or I don't know.
So basically, the guy's come in and he's checked the roof from the inside, and he said, I mean, he can't, there's a weird wall so he can't see above the bathroom roof.
What?
So in the attic there's another wall where maybe they've extended the house, or it was two houses at one point, so he can't actually see
Where the damp's coming in over there.
from inside. But he's looked on the outside and he said it looks okay, the felt's good, all of it was done like 8 years ago. But he's coming back to look at this particular corner, and they may be thinking about getting a beefier extractor fan for the bathroom. So basically, they're coming back,
So the answer is now, we still don't know, is basically the answer.
No, we don't know. It's just, there's theories that they've said, like maybe because like the house was cold, no one was living in here. So now we're living here, we've put the heating on, maybe the moisture's being drawn into the house.
Yeah, but why would it only happen after it's raining?
Well, yeah, that's what I don't understand. Because when it did loads of rain...
And also then, how does it explain the mould round every single windowsill in the house? Is that just poor ventilation?
Yeah, that would be poor ventilation, yeah. He was honest and he said, living in a house like this is the biggest pain in the arse to keep at the perfect, like
temperature wise,
like between hot and cold without getting damp. It's like so hard to keep it perfect with ventilation. He admitted it. He said it's just the way it is. Like the walls, the way the Victorian house is built, that's just how it is. But I'm glad that they're actively trying. Like it was really nice to see that she's genuinely.
So we'll see what they say later.
Hello, mate. Connor?
Yes.
Right, I'm driving from Wales Drive.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, just double check I was at the right house, to be honest. I was going to pop a hole in here, if that's all.
Yeah, of course you can. Sorry, mate. I closed the gate. Help yourself.
Oh, damp man's here. Damp man's here. Damp man's here. Yeah.
A beer? That man's here. That man's here. That man's here. Does he want a beer?
Well, to cut a long story short, I basically showed him round the gaff. He had a look at the affected areas and then basically told us what we'd already been told before. Your house is going to be a bugger to ventilate. Cheers, mate.
So that's still an ongoing bloody nightmare. Something else that's a bit more annoying, that thing that we said last video at the end that we couldn't tell you, well, we still can't tell you, but hopefully we'll be able to tell you next week in the video that we're filming now. Wow, this is very confusing.
This is us from the future, but it isn't actually us from the future because it's us from the past, but we're going to be in the future.
Like I said, this is very confusing.
House negativity out of the way. I was on the mission to have a glow up, and Connor had some scrubbing to do.
Yeah.
Welcome to my beauty room. And by beauty room, I mean on the living room floor. This has just become... I haven't got any space in this house. Because we downsized so much, obviously. Connor doesn't even have an office in this house. I have basically got to do my makeup on the floor. Because it's where I get the best lighting. And also, when Cozy's here, he likes to get involved, let's just say. And he pulls all my makeup up and he puts it everywhere. I'm so excited today because I touched on it briefly last video, but I'm starting to feel like myself again for the first time in ages. Apart from the fact that we've been ill and I keep feeling a bit ill. I had a dodgy tummy yesterday. But basically, my glow up is happening, just saying. By the end of this video, if you recognize me, I've done something wrong. So yesterday, for the first time in months, I got my nails done. And today I'm going to go and get my hair done. And we're doing something a little bit different. I'm not going to be this blonde anymore. And also, for now, the extensions are coming out. I don't actually even know where my real hair is at this point. It could be absolutely tiny, I don't know. But yeah, I am going to transform into a different woman. I did tan, not that you can tell, but I probably shouldn't have anyway because it like literally clung to all of my dry eczema patches all over my hands. I've got 2 hours. Have I got 2 hours? I've got 1 hour and 40 minutes to make myself look presentable. What do we think about the nail? Does anyone care? No one cares, do they, about my nail colour? What do you think about my nail colour? I feel like it looked lighter in the salon. It looks a bit darker in real life, so I'm not sure about it. I like the colour as a colour. Not sure if I like the colour on me. I'm not gonna bother with my hair. That's the great thing about going to the salon. You don't have to worry about doing your hair because they're gonna sort their hair. They're gonna sort the hair for you. And I don't have to bother going to the shower for another year because they're gonna wash my hair. So what do I need a shower for? Do you know what's funny? It's the fact that that's an ongoing joke and some people think I'm being serious when I say that I go for a yearly shower. Ever since coming back to makeup after having my eczema flare up, I've basically had to reinvent my makeup bag. Most of what I owned is kind of what I've been blessed enough to be sent by people, and I've had them for like, we're talking years. Most of what I had was definitely expired and people were like, you need to get rid of it. If it's expired, then you can't chance putting it on your skin. If it's contaminated, you can't chance putting it on your skin. You need hypoallergenic. You can't have anything with fragrance. Basically, I'm kind of like at ground zero in terms of doing my whole face because all of the products that I've got, I've only just started using and I don't know how to use them and I don't know if they suit me and I don't know if they flare me. But we've been okay so far. Most of my bag now is like No. 7 Bare Minerals. Good for your skin, hypoallergenic and not as harsh. Hello, Pugman. Anyways, I'm gonna finish my makeup. I shall be back. I'm gonna go get my hair done. How exciting for me. Oh, I might have a couple of mats.
It's alright.
Yeah, sorry. Joe has told me that there's pumpkin spice latte. Therefore, I shall take one of them, please.
Just need something else available to make that because I don't know if I can make that swap.
You can't make your own pumpkin spice latte?
No.
Right, it has arrived. Now, if it wasn't obvious, I have to do pumpkin spice latte review. Not bad.
The time hath come. That was really strange. I won't do an entrance like that again, I don't think. Mummy is happy at the hairdressers. Insert picture. Lovely. So it is officially time to tackle the mould in the bedroom. Should I have done this at an earlier date? Probably. Did I? Absolutely not. But you know, we've been busy. It's just, that's the excuse I like to use about everything. So basically I've just kind of moved, oh what a state. I've basically moved, it is a bit of a mess. I've moved everything kind of out the way to the side because I've got to get down there. So here is spot one, not looking too tasty. Oh actually, that's probably the worst spot in the whole... You know what else, though, we didn't actually tell you? They've told us, like, we'll keep the windows open for ventilation or whatever. But, like, when you live in the middle of nowhere in a farmhouse, that's not really that possible. I mean, for one, we've got house cats, so opening the window and leaving it open just isn't really a thing we can do. But also, the amount of bugs that enter the room once a window is open, and it only takes a minute, literally a minute, probably seconds actually, and they're in just attacking. And I'll prove it because this is our bedroom that we sleep in every night. There is these little dots on the floor, all everywhere, literally everywhere. Ladybirds. Now, I used to like ladybirds. Now, not so much. They're just everywhere. We did actually do some research on why they're all entering our home, and apparently in the winter they have to find somewhere to hibernate. And I guess because we live in a farmhouse, they think that our windows are a lovely warm spot for them. So they come in, they look for somewhere to hibernate, realise there's nowhere to hibernate, and then I guess they just, they just die. Quite sad, really, but. You don't really want a bunch of dead ladybirds in your bedroom, do you? Right, back downstairs. I've bought some mould spray, only to realise that this is the bathroom variety. Now, I don't see how, like, why one certain room, you know? Why is this not going to work in a different room? You know, just because it says bathroom on it, I think I'm going to give it a go anyway. It says for tile grout, silicone joints and plaster. But actually, isn't the wall just plaster anyway? Like behind the paint, that's just plaster, right? So surely I can just, you know what, I'm gonna use it, I don't care. Apparently all I need to do is spray it on the affected area and then leave it for half an hour. I don't even have to clean it. Don't remove fungi or algae before using the, algae? What are we, in a bloody fish tank? Right, let's have a go. Actually, I better mask up. Right, I found a mask. I've only got one black glove, so well, I guess it's just a right-hand job, isn't it? If I'm completely honest, like, regardless of what everyone's saying here, like, there's no way that it would just go all the way down here like that. I just don't believe it. This wall is completely furry now, and I can see where the water's dripped. If I had to guess, and I know I'm not a mould or damp specialist, but there's got to be a leak in the window. That's just what I'm saying. There's something going on around this window. It's just only in this area and then in the corner of the bed. It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, let's have a spray. God, they don't make these things easy, do they? Right, it says on now, so we have to be careful. Give it a shake. I give it a generous spray, because I'm a generous guy. Right, that was probably too much, but you know, you only live once. Got a bit down in this corner as well. Be gone! Probably should get this open for a bit. Come on in, ladybirds and other bugs. Right then, I'll set a timer for 30 minutes and I'll be back. Whoa, it stinks in here. Oh wow, that's it's gone. Brilliant. Now we just have to sleep with the beautiful scent of bleach for a few days. Time to scrub it. Set up the bottle to just use warm water, so got a bucket and a sponge. It's exactly what I'm gonna do. There's literally nothing to scrub. That stuff is amazing. Hopefully it doesn't come back. It's just what you want to be doing when you rent a house, isn't it? Scrubbing your walls every day. There's literally stuff falling out from under here. Just God knows what's behind there. Oh, nice, all done. Do not return, please. Right, it's time to pick up Liana from the hairdressers. When I get back, I'll have to give it a quick over. And you know what? That's a job done. Might keep that window open for a bit. Oh, of course. Would you look at that, eh? One of our mates has found his way through. I'll rescue you later, alright? Don't eat me curtains or me bed sheets.
Oh, I'm home! What do we think?
Yeah, I actually really like it.
Yeah.
It suits you.
Thank you.
Look how much it's grown as well.
I know, this is my natural hair now. Look at that. But I am going back for my extensions. Just, I'm not booked in until next week. But that's fine. Long overdue. We are building Cozy's table and chair? Or is there two chairs? There was definitely a chair in here, but I can't remember if there was one or two. Now, silly me, thought it was going to come ready built. No, never. Hey, never comes ready built. So let's see what we're working with, hey? We just wanted him to have his own little area where... Excuse me? Just wanted him to have his own little space so he can eat his food, or so we can do pictures together, or you can help me do the Christmas cards. Looks like there's a lot of pieces, Dad.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Oh, I remember now! One side was a chalkboard. Oh, chair legs. There is a... I can confirm there is two chairs. Any screwdriver, Daddy? Anyway? Oh, me chips. Oh, priorities, Cozy. I burnt my chips and I'm not happy. Ah, there's a video! Yay! The video's crashed. You being silly, you be careful with that, please. The wheels on the bus go. Now, I don't think I'd have been able to build this by myself, so it is very lucky that I had my helper on hand. Yay! Good job! The video tutorial didn't even match what I was building, so I had to go by the written instructions. And we were quite pleased with our efforts so far. Oh, it looks much cuter in real life. Chalkboard! Come on then, ready? Ready? Yeah. Wow, look at that. Next one. Good job. What about green? Oh, wow. It's a dot. That's a line. Ready? Look. Line, dot. Line, dot. Okay, I've got my results. Yay! Woo!
Finger prick returned.
Right, we get to see if this is just in my head or if I've actually got a deficiency in something. Now, if you didn't see last week's video, what are you doing? Subscribe. For the longest time, I'd been feeling that there's something wrong with me, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. I've done test after test, so I decided to do a finger prick blood test and send it off to the lab so we could finally work out what was going on. And now I have the results back, so hopefully we can get some answers. Your overall results are healthy.
Whoa, you're healthy.
Overall, this is a good panel with no very worrying results. As you can see, there's a couple of flagged markers. These are not concerning for your overall health, but small changes can result in optimization. Your day 3 progesterone is very slightly raised. I suspect that your level here represents normal physiology. In the follicular phase, first half of the cycle, progesterone is low and then rises in the luteal phase, which is the second half of the cycle. In response to the spike in FSH and LH around ovulation, this is not necessarily concerning, but if you want to read in further depth, then here's a link, right?
Well, I'm glad they use very common wordage and stuff. I completely understand so far. Please continue.
Your SHBG is slightly high, which is then impacting the free androgen index. The free androgen index is a relative measure of SHBG and sex hormones.
Right, I'm glad we know that.
Your thyroid markers, which can also sometimes affect SHBG levels, are also within normal range, which is reassuring.
So out of all of this, you're fine, you've just got low testosterone.
Everything is normal, so my free androgen is low, healthy. My progesterone is high. My sex hormone binding globulin
Oh, the globulin, yeah.
is high, and my testosterone is low.
Right, so it's fine. Your
And
globulin's high.
So what does that, what,
You've got low testy. Do you want me to send you some?
have you got enough to spare?
I
have you?
think so, yeah. Probably too much.
I knew it though.
I didn't
knew
even
there
know
was
women had
something.
testosterone.
Yeah, we actually have, and it's quite important. In
Really?
your body.
Just like the extra sleep you tell me you need every single morning.
Women need extra sleep.
Don't wanna
It's
hear
a
it.
fact.
Oh, Babby, why are you still in bed? I've been out of bed I've done the dishes, Babby. I've hoovered. Cozy's still in bed. Fair enough, he's a baby. Why are you still in bed?
Women
need more sleep.
They do. It's a fact. To function at your level, women need more sleep
I just don't know
than
how.
men. It's a fact. It's a fact. It's a scientific.
Go to bed earlier then.
Globulin. 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 Globulin.